Okay, so welcome back. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm thinking about starting an N scale layout, or I can use this sort of stuff to the back of the HO scale layout to give it a bit of perspective, distance look. But once again, I'm looking at the Trackside models, the Strah album engine shed. So this is the N scale product. They also have this in HO, and once again I'll be using the Speed Bond glue. Alright, so let's open this up and have a look at it. Alright. Look, lots of pieces. Okay, what have we got? Oh, this might be a big kit. Okay, see how easy the N scales are as compared to the HO scale. Right, what have we got? Obviously instructions. Alright, inner walls, outer walls. Okay, so what have we got here? Look. Main shed roofing, everything's sort of clearly identified on the sprue, I suppose you call it. Front rear walls. BB, AA, BB. What is this one? Top vent sidewalls. Oh, there you go. Everything's labelled clearly on top of it, or on the actual laser cutout. Vent roofing. All little bits and pieces. What's this one? B as well. And C. That looks like that would be for the side one. Once again, come with all their little glazing. Plastic ready, already cut, ready to go. Put that out the way for the time being. Some more roofing. Side panels. Alright. Let's have a look at the instructions and see what we start with. Alright. Outer walls. Alright, so let's start inner walls. Starting with the end frames marked A, glue a runner marked F into the second slot on one side of the frame. Alright, so that's A. Let's see how these pop out. Looks like they'll pop out fine. Once again, my hands aren't working properly. Yep, didn't even have to cut it, so that's good. Move some of these pieces out of the way. Pop the other one out. Runner marked F. The E. runner mark F. Okay. There's 12 of them. How do they pop out? If I just run a knife through there, it would come out even easier, but it seems to be popping out quite well. Alright, so that's F. A. Alright, so A doesn't have the vent, so I'm assuming glue a runner marked F into every second slot on one side of the internal frame. So there's 12 of them, so let's have a look. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright, so they all go onto them by the looks of it. And it looks like the A's go to the end. And then the B's, which have the bridge vent on it. Yeah, so alright, so that looks relatively easy enough, I suppose. How many have we got of these? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the side one. 4, 8. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. Not a problem. Alright. I will assemble this lot. So obviously we've got these going on the sides. They look like they're probably the runners for the little small side building. We'll look at the instructions in a bit more detail after that. So then we have these, which are the B's. They don't have any knees, so we can't call them the B's knees. Alright. Once again, easy to pop out, which is what you want. You don't want to struggle with this stuff, because that's when things get broken. Much like the HO scale stuff, so far so good. Alright, nothing left on that one. Alright, so they all go onto there. Alright, I'll speed up the video and then put all this together, the main framework. Be right back. Okay, so the main structure is now together of the main shed. Obviously I've still got to do the smaller shed, the side shed. I'll do that in a minute. I just want to just do a quick check fit to see how the roof sits on here. It looks like it's going to sit not quite nicely. Bit of adjustment, but that's alright. I've also got the front and rear doors. At this stage I'm going to leave them uncut. They're actually got lugs on there so you can cut them and open them. So that's pretty cool. So I will put together the side shed, the attachment for the side shed, and go from there. And as you saw, obviously I broke one of these as I was manhandling it, or rough handling it, but just glued it back into place, so it's not, probably wouldn't even know it's a broke piece. So that's all pretty good. It's pretty sturdy. Bit of overkill because you're not going to see it if you leave it closed, but it's yeah, it's looking good so far. Alright, let's get on to the next little one. Alright, let's put these side bits on and see how these pop out again. Nice and easy, as normal. Alright, so that's the two sides. Don't mix up my roof pieces. Oh yeah, cool, there's a little gate, there's a little vent, ridge vent covers as well. Sweet. Pop the roof out. Don't mix it up with the messy stuff. Alright, so that will be the sides of that. So that's part of the roof, and that'll be the tops. There's some trim pieces for the outside. Alright, so let's pop out the front and back. Once again, you can see here the lugs that you can cut if you want to open the doors, so you can actually opening out or in, depending what you want. I think they're supposed to open out. This stage I'm not going to worry about it. If I was doing this one in HO on the layout, then I would probably look at doing that, having them move, you know, open, maybe even look at automating them, but wouldn't be too hard. But then once the stuff you need to automate it, be a bit too visible on these, so you'd probably just have it static open or closed. Alright, dry fit on that, that's on that side, that's on that side, the back, and that's that side. Alright, sweet. Let's do the front first. Or the back, whatever you want to call it. Once again, this glue, easy, perfect to work with. Goes a long way, especially on just using it on these things. Alright. Make sure that's nice and stuck. I don't know, I reckon they could get away with cutting out a bit of the materials on this. You would, you know, very structurally sound. As you've seen, I've broken them and they've gone back together. You wouldn't even know. I mean, they're solid enough that you shouldn't break them, but like I said, go hell for leather. Don't read the instructions properly. You know, everything that I do. Alright, yep, that one's nice and snug. Alright, sweet. Alright. What do I do there? Let's put on this side so we can get these edges right. A bit of flex in it. Definitely going to need to tape that. See, there's a bit of a woof in it, but that's because the kits have been sitting around, sucking in the moisture in the heated room, middle window. It doesn't take much for any sort of material to suck in some moisture from the air or dry itself out. And that's the beauty about working with laser cut wood. It's easy enough to put back to where it originated from. Just means you need a bit more, or not a bit more, but you need just to make sure it's glued and held into place until it springs back a little bit, but it's only minor. I've seen other kits, they've got bigger bows and bits and pieces in it because they've been sitting on the shelves for too long. Not the shelves in the shops, but the shelves in my kit stash. So have a tendency to buy these kits when I see them, because I hate having to look for something if it's sold out. Alright, anyway, it's enough rambling from me. So that goes on there like that. do is I'm just going to put a little bit of tape on this front corner just to hold it in place while I play with the back. I'll just put a bit on this edge. What I should do is I should put it upside down so the windows are all different. I wonder if that'll make any difference. Oh yeah, make a slight difference. A bit of spring in it. That's alright, all good. All these beams and that, by the looks of it, are missing all the windows, which is good. Get you be able to put that glazing on. I've got to find some different kits or other products to review, otherwise this is just starting to turn into a bit of a trackside model in the station, but it'll come. Just building what I've got in my stock at the moment, so I've got two or three other end scale kits that I'll do in the next couple of videos, and then I might just do a bit of detailing, show you how I detail the inside and outside, light them up, etc. Alright, so let's just double check where the windows are to make sure they're the same. Meow. Sounds like a cat. Alright, put some tape on that front edge. Sitting. Alright, all good. Let's screw this front bit on, and then I'll tape it all up. Let it go off and then come back and do the roof. Hope this is showing up on the video. I've sort of slightly changed the setup a little bit here, trying a different camera out. Got a couple other cameras to try out still. Once again, they've been in my stash for a while till I work out which camera I want to get as a permanent one. Alright. Cool. Yep. And it misses the doors at the front. It sits in well. Yeah, cool. It's gone together quite well actually, apart from my own little bugger ups, stuff ups, whatever you want to call them. Alright, I'll let this glue up, set ups, go off, whatever you want to call it. Tape it up, just to give it 10 minutes to for that glue to grab. I said I can't fault the glue either, you know. It goes off quick, but it gives you time to play around, adjust, so not too quick. Alright, we'll come back and I suppose glue the side piece to it, and then see how the roof sits. Okay, let's have a look at the roof. So put the roof on first. What I might do is I might stick this into place, then put these on here. They can go on last. Let's put this in place here. Alright, so glue time. So if I some glue on that, glue on that. So if I put them there, let's have a look. Same size? No, they're not. There you go. Always check it. The small piece goes in there. That piece goes in there. That works. Alright. That go off. While that's going off, let's see if I can put these little pieces in up here. Look. Now, I might just give these a bit of a cut. How's that looking? Good. I want to set up an overhead camera so you can see this a little bit more clearly rather than my hands being in the way when they're working. Alright, yeah, the glue's going off nicely. Alright, so these are all ribbed as well. How do they sit? Cool. Alright, a little bit of glue. I know I keep harping on about it, but another good thing about this glue is, like I said, it goes off relatively quick. It is tacky, which means things stick in place, but it also gives you, before it goes off, time to adjust if you need to. So I'm going to get a few more bottles of this for my stock. You see, that was fairly springy when I put it on, but it's sticking right to where it needs to be. So that goes on like that, and the roof will go on here. Alright, so around. And like I say, when I've said in my previous videos, these kits go together pretty well, pretty self-explanatory, because I have a tendency not to read instructions once I get started. going blind. Alright, then we have these little end pieces to go on there. I'll probably put them on first, or maybe I shouldn't. I'll put the roof on first, just in case. These can always slide down behind it if I need to. That will sit up there like that. Let it sit there like that. Yep, that'll be alright. Okay, as you can see, that's gone off already. Alright, so what I might do is I might put on this lower roof first. So that's the small piece. And that's this piece. Okay. Probably should detail this and paint it before I do this, but why make it easy on myself? The good thing about this glue here too, it also dries clear, which the amount of mess I make, it's good that it does. Alright. Flex. Front bit on, and then we can see if we need to add some tape just to hold it in place while it goes off. Doesn't look too bad. I will put a bit of tape on it just to hold it in place while it goes off. Oops. Yes, it was sticking quite well until I decided to pull off on it. Then once again I'll put that little bit of alfoil, create that ridge cap on this one. Won't need it on that one because it's got that vent ridge on it. What I might just do is put a bit more glue on that back bit that I've just pulled it off, Now if I waited 10 minutes it would have been fine. But I'm impatient. I suppose I've got the glue marks to show me where it was, so that's good. But anyway, I'm not showing you how to actual model, I'm just showing you what these kits are like, so which is good because if you follow me on how to model, you're going to go lead yourself astray real quick. Alright, let's put some glue on this, let this go off, and then we'll come back and finish the roof. Okay, so I've fitted the roofs. I fitted the roofs on this side. I did come across one issue. I shouldn't have put these on to begin with, to make sure the roof sits properly. Thinking about starting another YouTube channel, what happens when you don't read instructions, because if I had read the instructions I wouldn't have done it. So anyway, so basically I pulled those side bits off the ridge vents so the roof could sit on properly. So I'll glue this one on and then I will do the ridge vents. Okay, so I've put the sides onto the ridge vent, put a couple bits of the trim on, got one bit of trim left to put on at the front. Alright, so pull on that. Finishes it off, and then now I've just got the ridge caps to do on top of the ridge vent. And then that's it, apart from ridge caps and painting. So let's get this glued up. Sit on that side bit, so should we got some glue along there for it to grab to. Once again, very happy with these Trackside models kits. Have to try some of their competitors' laser cut kits to see how they compare, I suppose, but just can't find any in South Australia apart from Trackside, unless you want to get them shipped in from overseas, but then you have issues with wooden products, getting it through customs as well, so depending on what they do. But Let's have a look. Alright, so that one goes on there. Goes on there. Just check the overhang. There's none at the back. Move it back a bit. It's not too bad. Alright, I'll just put a bit of tape on that to hold it down, and I'll come back with the reveal, I suppose, and my final thoughts. Okay, so that's pretty well finished for the time being. I'll clean it all up when I do some detailing and some painting. I'll put some alfoil on top to do the ridge caps like I've done in previous ones. But overall, once again, it's come up quite good. Few little touch-ups needs to be done, but apart from that, once again, can't fault the kits. A few little details that could be improved on, but they're easy enough to do myself. Not the greatest modeler in the world, not the greatest detailer in the world, but yeah, end scale kit went together quite well, pretty solid. It's going to paint up nice, and it's going to look great in a diorama or on the new train set. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll do another end scale one soon, and then I'll probably do a video on fixing it up, detailing it, lighting it up, etc. All good. Thank you for watching. See you next time.